I have two products that is not in my Shop My Stash. This one is from Prada. This is the Prada Light. It is a glowing highlighter in shade 03. This is what it looks like. I am going to swatch it for you so that you can see it right here. Isn't it gorgeous? And another product that I will be using in this video that was not in my Shop My Stash is from Armani. It is one of their, let me swatch it here, liquid eyeshadows. And everything else that I will be using is from my Shop My Stash for the month of November. But that's a bit of housekeeping that I wanted to share with you to get out of the way. How are you guys doing? My beauty accessorizers. Welcome back to Accessorize Your Life. I'm Julia, in case this is your first time here. Alrighty, so this look today is a look that I was inspired to create once I saw it. I was definitely taken by it. So here we go. It is just gorgeous. It's an editorial look in my opinion, and she wore it well. That is Patti LaBelle. She wore it so well. Going in with Lawless. I already have the Patrick Star. This is his Secure the Blur primer on my face. I've primed my eyelids with By Mario, and I found out this is not on Sephora right now. So we need to check his site, By Mario's site, to see if it's available there, because I think it's worth having. Have that on my eyes, and I do have on a little eyeliner. The eyeliner is from Giorgio Armani. It's one I pulled. So it's another Armani product. Anyway, this look, I think is very editorial, like I said, but I am going to work it out. I want to play around with it so that I can wear it out to lunch on Sunday with some friends. And yes, I'm going to go bold, for me anyway, with this look for lunch on Sunday. I just finished going in with my Lawless foundation in 26D. I haven't been able to put this foundation down and let it rest since I started using it. And now I have concealer on my face, and it's from Fashion Fair in Hot Lava or Hot Java. In Hot Java. So I'm going to go ahead and just tap that in a corner and spread it and work it out. Spread it out, work it out, just a little around here. And right here where I have a blemish that I'm not happy with. And then down in here. This has a reddish undertone, so it does a little bit of spot correcting, in my opinion, for me. Can you see that? So I did not have a setting powder in my Shop My Stash, so this is one additional thing that I pulled out. I went ahead and pulled the Kosas Softly Cloud Set, and I'm going to use that in the places where I put the concealer, just because I need that. And this is what it looks like. I'm going to take the other end of the brush, tap it in there, tap it off, set that there, set it here, here, and it really does set it. And just a little under the eyes. I don't want too much there because of the crepiness. I don't want it to just sit in the lines. Now there's really nothing on the brush, so that's what I'm setting with. I want to go in with a little bit of blush, and I will be using Charlotte Tilbury. This is her Pillow Talk Intense Blush, and this is one of her Cheek to Chic blushes. And that's what it looks like. I'm going to take a kind of angled brush. You know what? Let's go in with a little bit of bronzer first, because I want to use that same brush for my bronzer. And I have to find it. I know it's here. Here it is. Let's lay down a little bit of bronzer, and I'm going to use the LYS bronzer. So I'm just going to put a little here. This is a cream bronzer, and I really think It's great for underpainting because it shears out so well. And I'm sure that it would do good as a finishing bronzer as well. Not too much, but it feels so soft going on. And for that I need a smaller brush, so I'll go back in with this one for here. I put a little too much, but I'm gonna work it down my nose. Let's go ahead and use the foundation brush. We'll come back to that later and just work this in here. But you can see, even though it's lightweight, it has some depth to the color, some real color payoff there for just bronzing the skin. Even though it's so lightweight. See it there? But it has a great ability just to give depth to the face without being too much, as long as you blend it in well. Okay, I'm happy with that. Now we can go in with the blush from Charlotte Tilbury, and I believe this blush with that center part there is a bit of a highlighter, but I'm going to go on the outer edge there, just around the outer part, really coated my brush and come in here. Yeah, need to tap it off. What do you think of Patti LaBelle and her look? She is gorgeous, isn't she? At 80-ish, 80 or 81 years old. She's looking fabulous, and that makeup look is just gorgeous on her. Very editorial, like I said, but I'm going to do my best to recreate something close to it. Now I'm going into the center where there's a bit of a highlight, just to see what it looks like here. Not bad at all. I like that. Where am I putting this? Okay. Just kind of make sure this is set there. I'm liking that a lot. Okay, we're going to stop with the face now. Maybe, should I put on powder right now and give a spray down? If I do, let me go in with the powdered bronzer before I do. Feels like something is irritating my nostril. There. So I'm going to go ahead and use Charlotte Tilbury. This is her airbrush bronzer. I'm going to put this over top of the bronzer I just put on, just to seal it in. Got that there. Now I'm going to go in with a good size brush to work it in. Alrighty, let's see, what else do I need? I want to go in, maybe not yet with a finishing powder. I'm going to go in with the Fenty spray really quick and just kind of set everything. Okay, Miss Patti, I'm coming for you. Not really. I can't touch her. In no way or form. Okay, so I'm ready to go in with my eye look now. So here is my liquid eyeshadow. That's not it. Right here. It's in shade 53, I believe. It's a purple, but it's really deep. So I love the wand on this that you apply the shadow with. It's kind of flat and angled, but it's in a teardrop or doe's foot shape that allows you to work it in. So I'm going to go right here. And I'm starting kind of light with it. And before that sets, I want to take a brush to work it in. I'll do this eye completely, then I'll go off camera and do the other eye just to save some time. So next I want to go in with the Prada palette that I'm using today. And this is She, without all the brushes falling out. And I'm picking up this beautiful purple color here with a kind of flat brush, but it's pretty dense. And I'm just going to work this in a little more. Bring some brightness to that purple that the liquid eyeshadow didn't give. It gave plenty of depth, but I want some brightness. And I'm going back over the first color, that deeper purple, because I only need it for the outer corner, really. Now I'm going to pick up another brush and go into this lighter color right here and bring it all the way over. And that's what I liked about this look that she had on that day, with all of her beautiful purple. She looked gorgeous on the Jennifer Hudson show. But again, this is done so that I feel comfortable wearing it out. Going back into this. I love these Prada eyeshadow palettes. The formula is so creamy. You don't get any fallout. You just get color payoff. But it's nice. It's user friendly. It just blends so well, and it's not heavy. It gives you a nice touch to your look. Okay, I'm going to do the other eye and then I'll come back and we'll finish up the look. So I caught up this eye to this eye, and now I'm ready to take a little bit of the liquid eyeshadow and run it along the lower lash line. So I'm taking it off of the wand and putting it onto a liner brush. Don't want to get too much. I'm going to wipe some off. But I do want to line my under eye here, right here. Right in the lash line. Yes. And then I want to get a small brush here, like a pencil brush, and go back into the Prada palette and take a little bit of this gold shade. Now I'm not sure if she did this or not, but I feel like I need it and I want it and I have it, so I'm going to do it right in here just to lift this, give it some brightness. Not too much of it yet. Let's see. I'm going to come around with a brush that I used previously, if I can find one that is not so stained, for that tan color or whatever, that creamish color, and just work it in and over. Now I did off camera go in and use some more of that Armani liner, and it's so smooth. It is so nice. I really like that, and I'm just going to work this over and over, and it just gives the eyes a little brightness there. Not a lot at all. It doesn't feel like a lot of shimmer or anything at all, but I do need a little more on this eye. Feels like I still have more here than the other side. I'm just heavy-handed on the right side using my right hand. Just what it is. Okay, now she's caught up, I think, without being too much. And I know that's true because when I was practicing dental hygiene, people who were right-handed had more wear on the right side from brushing too hard. I did go in and put a little bit of that beige color under my brows, so to lighten it up. So now I'm ready to go in with the primer, and the mascara will come on a little later. I'm not doing a heavy cat eye or anything like that. I just did a light little cat eye with my Armani liner because that's more of me, especially with my hooded eyes. But I feel like I have the very basics of her look right here on my eyes. Alrighty, so now I want to go in with that Prada highlighter, if I can find it, right here. Gorgeous. This was a part of the savings event, something additional I picked up. And the thing about it is, it gives you highlight without the sparkles, so it's mature skin friendly. And I think if you were to go to Macy's right now with their friends and family sale, you could do well to pick this up there. I'm going to top my blush with a little bit of Pat McGrath because I can, and I love it. So we're going to go back in with that brush, take some of Pat McGrath. Not much. And I'm going to shear this down. Okay, now guys, I feel like I'm going to do the lips, and I have a choice of lips here. I'm going to be using Valentino, and I have this purple, which will definitely give me a smoky look, or I can pop it out for more of a rosy look, which I think, well, no, I can pop it out for more of a rosy look or a fuchsia look. And I think Patty had on a fuchsia, but let me pop in more of a rosy look so you can see that. Let's go with the fuchsia. Let's pop this one back out. Let's go with the fuchsia like she had on. Yeah, hold on, let me close up these other ones before they dry out, because these are refillables that you just put in that case. I love this method. Easy to store. So we're going to take a little here. I already have on some lip oil from Clarins, but not much. Okay, the lid, just pop that back on. And now we can go in with the mascara. Where is it? I know it's sitting here. Found it. It's not often that I find a look that I see on social media or somewhere that I really want. And this is one that I just really wanted to implement. Do I need a lip liner? So what I did is I deepened the outer corners of the lips, lined my lips with a deeper color there in this prune. So I like that. Because I was kind of feeling like this color is a little too light. Yeah, this does it. It toned down the lip color a little for me, and I like it that way. Okay guys, this is the final look. I'll scoot over and I'll put beautiful Patty here. I'm being bold, I'm doing it. I'm going to put Patty here and myself here, and you can tell me, did I do a pretty good inspired Patty look? My eyes are tearing, so forgive me for that. But I don't have the liner and I don't have the lashes. This is an impromptu look because I saw that picture of Patti LaBelle on Jennifer Hudson's show and she looked fabulous. Phenomenal. Oh, I just couldn't believe how good she looked. And I had to do it. This is my bronzer. Did I do all over face powder? I can't even remember. But if I wasn't talking, I think I would have, done everything. I'm going to go in with Charlotte Tilbury all over my face. Alrighty guys, so I am finished. I am finished for real, for real. This is it. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.